going? What was I working on again? Uh, Productivity stuff and get space stuff. What are the two things I need to do? How are my chip rockets looking? They are all fully loaded and good to go, which just means that, that's one thing I'm gonna have to get set up top. Is the actual launch silo, which means I also need to set up the pod recycling. Okay, right. And meanwhile, I'm loading up the orange science packs. Just gonna load them one at a time. And yeah, meanwhile, yeah, these two are primed and ready for launching into space. Yeah, this is yeah, it's the enriched that's remaining. It's not producing fast enough. The problem is, part of the problem is the fact that this dust is not being used up fast enough. Can this be used for anything else? This vulcanite, crushed vulcanite. Yeah, so you've got this crushed vulcanite. It has a fuel value. No, looks like currently my only use for this is turning it into vulcanite blocks. Yeah, but each enriched vulcanite needs 10 crushed vulcanite, but it makes I only lose 6. Maybe I should expand this, just so that I can have some more, well, space essentially. Because yeah, these are not able to run very fast. On the other side, yeah, vulcanite's about to run out. I think actually it's currently going to be a problem that there won't be enough pods. Okay, it's got the capsule, it just doesn't have enough cargo sections. And there's 2 pods in here. Well, it's set up to extract pods, so it'll keep him in the loop. Okay. So, yeah. I'm pretty sure the next order of business is cleaning up, getting the space platform into top shape. Right. Because I have so much stuff on me, this thing's gonna be eating a lot of cargo rocket sections. Turn you off. Trash these. I won't be needing these in space. Let's get rid of you. Hold on to you. We'll be needing you. I'll need you. We'll need you. No, you. Hold on to the bots. Mineral reports. We'll need the bricks. Okay, just gonna empty out my inventory a bit. So that I have inventory space, so I'm up top. So let's just empty out my pockets, except for the stuff that I will be needing. We'll be needing you. I only need 1 stack of robots. Won't need landfill, won't need the accumulators, don't need the drills. Won't need pump jacks, won't need the furnaces. Well, I still have 2 centrifuges I could slap down. Hold on to the modules, won't need those raw resources. Alright, yeah, it's gonna be space pipes. I'm just gonna get rid of as much as I can so that I can travel light. And this is why I cleaned out all of the raw resources. It gives me the space to work with again. You can have, how are things actually going elsewhere? You're good. You're stuck with no destination, unfortunately. That's offloading. That's looking good. That's full. Iron is not looking good. Their trains, they're just still waiting for loading. Ugh, it's just gonna have to do. Coal's looking good. Stone, it's not actually being balanced properly. No free oil. Oh, a spot just freed up. And copper's looking okay. Things here are looking good at least. We'll need this. We'll need repair packs, honestly. Nope, nope, nope. Just get rid of. We'll need those. We'll need it. Right, and we'll need any extra ammo or grenades or cliff explosives. We'll be needing gates. We'll be needing. I got two. Yeah, this thing's already full. So we need you. Technically, I don't need the power armor, but I don't want to shove it into the logistics system because otherwise I'm afraid I'm going to lose track of it. Keep the targeting remote. And once I got the spot for it, clean up the radar. Okay. There, this should hopefully. Okay, so I need to grab some rocket sections. My cargo capacity is gradually being lowered. I still need more fuel. Still not enough. 2 more stacks should do the trick. Yeah, now I just put in a few more cargo sections. No, they aren't actually increasing cargo capacity by putting in more. As my inventory gets cleaned out, I should probably get rid of these. Yeah, this should be fine. Actually, let's get. We need the arithmetic combinators. Other resources for crafting, I just couldn't grab up there. So I'm gonna have to quickly wait while old stuff gets picked up. My drink is still very hot. Alright, now things just kinda... Vulcanite can just wait for a little bit, honestly. Because, well, I need to I need to remodel things up in space anyway. So I'm probably gonna kill the info control signals to be the safe side. Alright, that's almost done. Things are looking safe enough on the ground. No pollution should be reaching those. Oh, there's a little something that I missed here. There's an expansion that just popped up. That's an expansion. These expansions are always small, thankfully. Even though they get annoying quick. Oh yeah, this base is now ready for operation. Initially set up to give me breathing space that I need for the iron mine there. Alright, I've been emptied out. Still exceeds cargo capacity. the chest would be handy to have. But all the bits I need to craft these are up in space. Let's take half the tanks up. And also I won't be needing the modules either. Wow, that weight limit is really dang strict. Let's get rid of the combinators too. That's a rocket launch. Wonder which rocket that is. Ooh. Oh, it was okay. It was that one. All right, there we go. Now I can finally go to Novice orbit. A little off target. Okay, things are a little beat up here. I don't have any repair packs on me. Oh well. Okay, so the position of the launch pads are more or less where I want it to be. You are more or less where I want you to be. The big problem is just, yeah, I'm shoving stuff off, not keeping things nicely lined up. And I need to, okay, I got a lot I need to rework here, honestly. Also, why are these all jammed up? What's happened here? You're full. You're full. You're full. Output full. Oh! The junk data cards are not being scrapped. Okay. Well, that will explain it. Alright. Unfortunate. So I'm gonna have to look at the junk data card for formatting. Also, the way I am seeing this, I pretty much need to tear down. How am I going to handle this? Let's first actually grab the belts. My stockpiles. There. Honestly, part of me is tempted to just... but I think if I were to want to remove it all, I do not have the storage chests. I just flat out don't. How did lubricant end up in here? Thankfully, quite a few science packs got stockpiled, it turns out. Oh jeez, where do I even begin? Okay, blue electric setup here. Yeah, honestly, yeah, the big thing should indeed be to transition things over to the other side. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna build past this mess and just start fresh, basically, and then just clean all of this up down the line. I think that might just be better and easier. So let's do that. So I now have a decent amount of scaffolding to work with. Scaffolding elsewhere? Nope. No. Yeah, more scaffolding in here. Yeah, So first things first is pretty much just gonna be to expand the platform. Just checking if I have scaffolding. Okay. Well, yeah, and how the frack am I gonna handle scrap reprocessing? I could, because scrap I cannot process up here. I just can't. Just due to the simple fact of the bits and pieces, because of how much stuff it makes. That's broken data card. Yeah, so okay, no, that's broken. But yeah, here, it's a simple fact that scrap recycling turns into iron, copper, stone, and heavy oil. It's a chance. It's still gonna happen. So I'm going to want to send scrap back down, because then I can set up a proper recycling plan for all of the scrap, which gives me something to do with all of these components here. It'll also allow me to recycle these parts, essentially. Where I dedicate a part of it to... Where essentially it's just pack cargo rockets, you know, load it up of the rocket, pack cargo rocket sections, fill up the rest of scrap. Then I can unpack them back down. Yeah. Yeah, that'll actually work. Because then I killed 2 birds with 1 stone in a very good manner. Yeah. All right. Let's do that. Okay. Make a quick note of that. Add new scrap plan. Set up chip return rocket as also scrap delivery. There we go. That should help me remember it. Alright, so if that's decided on, hang on, I need to grab a few more things. You and you. There we go. Yeah, let's... There. Alright, first things first, let's expand the space platform and just kind of start things fresh. So yeah, I'm just gonna go up to here, introduce basically a gap to help me split things up visually, and then bring all the current belts down. That could stay as is. You know, I might need to tear all of this down at some point, but the thing is, I cannot expand that delivery cannon chest over there anyway. So let's first bring the belts up to the marked line. Alright, now let's connect it all up. There we go. We should put 5 up here. Not quite lined up right. Now it is. Alright, so by doing this, I'll be able to have a fresh start, and it'll give me the space I need. That once I have things set up and automated and added to the spots they need to be, it's going to be much easier to then clean up the mess up here. It'll also mean I can more easily arrange for the expanding of imports, so to speak. I neglected this one, but let's heat shields. Do I really need much in the way of heat shields? Yeah, they're needed for buildings and stuff, so may as well bring them along for the ride. I need more belts. Good thing belts are heavily automated already. Gimme. And let's increase this. You're out of... Oh! This set of lubricant storage has actually been used up. Huh, fancy that. I'm actually using up some of the lubricant. Alright, space assemblers, because there is more lubricant to process. I plan to use up as much of it as I can. Waste not, want not, and all that. Whoop, okay, you start corking more lubricants. Where was the piping? Piping, it should be in here. Yes, there you are. And grab as much lube as possible. Shove the lube in. Connect the pipeline. There we go. Gather even more lube. And shove the lube in. Or shove what I can. There we go. Put this lube back. Okay, there we go. That's gonna get working, cracking away on that. There we go. Boop, 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 boop. And now these circuits. Okay. There. So now I have a clean slate to start working with, essentially. And now I need to look up. Okay, well actually not quite. I still need to introduce these fluids. I think I can, yeah, cosmic. Let's see, because I don't think base water is currently used for anything else. It's just used for creating cosmic water. Yeah. So I think the first thing I should set up is cosmic water, because that gets used in a decent amount of things. And honestly, what I could probably do is once I can tear this section down, I can turn that into the reprocessing section for well, the nasty stuffs. So that seems like a good plan. Yeah. So first things first, set up decontamination facilities. Okay, so let's build a few. Let's just get a few decontamination facilities set up so it'll produce at a decent rate. Where is the space manufactory? There you are. Yeah, let's slap you down here. Decontamination facility. So, I should have some spare big electric up here. If not, that's gonna throw a wrench into the works. Yes, okay, I still have a few, but I need to start shipping big electric up. Okay, I also need processing chips, and what more do I need? Processing chips. Oh, I also need space pipes. How many space pipes do you want? 10. Okay, I have enough. I should have some. I first want to try and empty out these chests as much as possible. I should have some low densities in here somewhere. I guess not. Oh, repair packs. I'm gonna need those. Thank you, me, for leaving those behind. Alright, so I need these low densities. Let's shove you in. I also need processor chips. I don't have any of those lying around in these chests. Doesn't look like it. No. Okay, I'm just gonna just grab some. There we go. Alright, here we go. Yeah, I'd like 3 decontamination facilities to start with. There, that'll do. Oh, thank you for the stretch and hydrate, Midnight. How you doing, Midnight? Hope you're doing good. There we go. Okay, what was I doing again? Alright, I was setting up decontamination facilities for the production of cosmic gunk. Yeah, so that can start setting up here. Ooh, boy. There. Alright. Oh, nope. So let's expand this out a little bit. Give myself the space I want. How much of a gap? What should the standard gap distance be? From this point on, it's just going to be platforms entirety. So I just need a big enough gap for the rest of the stuff. Yeah, I still like a bit of wiggle room. Could be better. Oh, really? What kind of surprise? Did you like get your own model or something? Bum, 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 bum. Up, decontamination. Put one building length. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that'll do. May as well do this, because this space platform, it's gotta grow. But yeah, it's time to tidy things up and make it more maintainable. So you do that. And you need lubricant and water. Okay, so I could do it like this, because then I can have the lubricant pipe in here and the water pipe along there. So I gotta bring those up. Yeah, let's turn off the control signals, because if I accidentally break these links, it's still gonna fire as long as it receives that signal. So let's just put that somewhere. Turn us off to guarantee there's not going to be any delivery accidents. I can always turn those on back later when necessary. Right, let's get the space pipe. So I need to take these. Take the water. Are you disabled? Right, because there's cosmic water recycling. There's water recycling or something happening here. You connect like there. Right, disabling you because because of cosmic water recycling. Really, I should have put that pump here, but yeah, due to how things are positioned, my hands were tied. Okay, so I need to disable the control behavior, honestly. But also I need to somehow get the piping across. I need to get water and lubricant over. So bring it over here. And then just... I'm better off bringing it in here. Water down here, lubricant down here. And the problem is, these things, I didn't add on the splitter on those. Because let's see, what's the biggest one of those? Yeah, good for power lines, move this over long distances. Does not connect on the sides. You do, right? Yeah, it has a central junction. Do I already have one of those? Because really, these things are neat, but they're hard to use on demand. Okay, no, I didn't have either of those. Alright, let's build one of these 7s. Let's see, how does this... So yeah, so I could do this, essentially. Have you here, and then yeah, that'll allow me to get a lubricant over. So let's do that. Let's see, this is a gap of 1, 2, 5-ish. So I should be able to use this 5er. Not quite. Oh, no, not there. That'll probably cause water shenanigans. Okay, there. So that's that arranged. How many other Nefis am I gonna need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's start with 10. While there's a crafting, I need to figure out the water situation. Preferably, I'd have the water along here. Because I'd have these fancy pipes to prevent... this gap I don't have, they're not there in the distance of 2. So here it's not gonna work. Squeezing in water here is gonna be tricky. Due to the massive belts. I'm gonna be fine with spaghettiing things up a bit for now. The problem really is these are very short distance. Yeah, it cannot... Yeah, I cannot cross 2 lanes. Like, honestly, I'm better off just, using underneath these for the resource cost of one of these. Yeah, 10 space pipe for 1 space to ground. You need 2 of them. Well, first off, yeah, break that link. Just to free it up so I can do that. Let's at least get the lubricant pipe set up. I could do this actually, where I have as long as possible and then have the water. That's gonna be a problem. But if I shimmy things, if I move you down, that's gonna move the gap. Will that make a big enough gap? Is the question. I think for lubricants, I'm gonna want to shift this over by 1. Like so. This way, water could squeeze through here. Problem is, how am I gonna get the water in there? Because I need a 4x4 gap at the very least. Actually, like this gap here is perfect. The problem is this section here. How am I gonna finagle this? Because I need the underneathy here, so I need to clean up this 1 gap here. I guess what I could, if I were to move this up, no, then that underneath you would take that spot. You go there. So essentially, I need to make a roundabout path. I don't have the space for it here. I do, but I should have the space for it here. So if I do this, yeah, put you like that. So I need to put you like that. Yeah, you like so. And I can put you like so. So I'd have to go like that, but then what I could do instead is this. Rotate you there, so now I can break this link. There, and I'll still keep going, which frees up this spot here to get the water through. There. And then preferably I'd have this here. Okay. Okay, nope, that's... pull this, yeah, so what I can do is do this and this. Pull you up by 1. So that I can do this. There. Okay. Now basic water piping like so. And okay, I now have water and lubricant coming in through. So now I need to bring this over. Let's see how many more. Yeah, let's get 6 more underneath these. Okay, then I can bring the fluids up and bring them over. Okay. So yeah, then put the tank. Here. Yeah, let's have 2 tanks, just so that there's no 4. Let's have some proper storage. So yes, I can connect this like so. That's a gap of 3. So I'm gonna take one of these. And that's gonna be a gap of 5. Then I cannot put it there because then it's gonna connect to the junction. Yeah, pull it up by 1's not gonna do. Unless I pull both up, I guess. Here, let's rotate things around. No, that's the perfect no-go fit. Darn. So what if I do this? Yes, there we go. An offset of 1. There we go. Also, I should probably keep the offset of 1 going. Alright. Let's, I think a 2 9 should be fine here. Yeah, now we're gonna need another underneathy. Another set of underneathies, rather. Okay, so you... There we go. So essentially what I'm gonna want to do is introduce a gap of 3. Because it is better to just do this. That's how it works. And do this to get as much value out of them as possible. Alright, I do have a pair of 15s. They are just barely too long. What about a pair of 9s? Yeah, that would be better. There. Alright, then actually first the lubricant needs to make it. That'll do nicely. I will need underneath here. And then like that. And then I can take it off to the side, and I can take you off like that. Alright. No. I mean, I could... Is that actually gonna connect? No, not suitable. Let's get a pair of 7s in. So I can do this. go. And I think the 7 will be better pick. Yep, that's gonna fit perfectly. Alright, and then lube is gonna go like so. Oop. Oh, hey, perfect. Okay, there we go. These two now are gonna get to work, and they're gonna make myself a nice amount of cosmic jelly. Okay. So that's set up, and also, yeah, then this will connect, and these will go plug into the bus. Because I don't think I'm gonna need lubricant or the water elsewhere, and if I do, I'm just gonna shove it into one of these other lines. No. Why do that? No, I don't want to put it here, because that goes against the idea of building it all on one side. Nope, it's not. Nope, 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 nope. You aren't gonna line up right, so I need a 9. There we go. That's cosmic water sorted. I want a gap in between these that I have, you know, walking space. So let's first extend this. Yeah, walk. Oop, I'm out of underneath these. Let's go grab a few. That's gonna be a bit of a. Oh, right. Oh no, hang on. I should have a few somewhere. Yeah. It's actually the underneath that I was after. Oh. Nah. I have a spot to store them at least. Hey, what are you doing in there? Alright, got myself a few belts. Right, because I killed the signal. Let's re-enable you for now. Right, so. So with that fluid set up, I think the next thing for me to really set up will be the other fluid type, because I'm going to be needing a decent amount of that too. So yeah, that's going to be the biochemical facility, which needs cosmic jelly and petroleum. Yeah, pretty much I'm going to want to find a way to get the petroleum and the heavy oil into here. That should be doable. But the question is how? I think it might just be for the best to, like, for example, this petroleum, just take it across like that. That's probably going to be easier to work. And I can always. This section here is going to be spaghetti, so I can, always just work to clean that out later. Also, before I forget. these off somewhere. There. I'll get that going again. Okay. So, I need more biochemical facilities. The problem is... they're gonna need more electric. Yeah, they need more big electric. I still have a nice amount, but it's getting concerning. Those are like 2 of them. You need 2 more pumps, 100 more glass. Pump, and glass. Where's the glass? Alright, I also need low densities. There we go. Alright, so let's set up the gap between these. So yeah, that's gonna be up to there roughly. Yeah, that's how much distance I'd like to have in between. And then add in 3 more. Alright, next to this is where I'm gonna set up the refinery, the biochemical facilities rather. Right, they chunky boys. There. Boom. Boom. Oh no, just chemical gel, not biochemical gel. There we go. Oop, I gotta quickly pop off to the back. Alright. Okay. So, let's get these things lined up. Here, so this way I can put petroleum through the middle. Ah, but then... It's gonna have to be like this. Because then I can just put a petroleum pipe. I honestly, that might be overdoing it. Keep it like this. And just, you know... The cost of it underneath isn't too bad, and using it for the occasional... There we go, more text done. Very nice. Hypercooling. They're gonna be needed for... I don't need hypercooling, really. Don't need beryllium, don't need holonium, don't need baton melange. Rocket fuel from Pyroflux sounds neat, but meh. More ammo, swarm safety, Logi strongbox. Yeah, let's get this. Okay, so for this I need to get water, and I also need to get petroleum and right. I'm also going to want to get petroleum and heavy oils. So really, the problem is crossing this. It's gonna be tricky. I can do it through here and then along there. That would be a good enough stopgap measure. So start with the petroleum. I'm doing this. Can I? No. Yeah, 'cause this way I can. Now I can take this 15 and slap it here. There we go. Gonna need a few underneath these. Yes, this petroleum's gonna go along here, then will make its way down. So let's get a bunch of these going. It does. Is it actually still tracking? Is that pollution's actually tracking? Yes, there's still pollution space. Of course there is. Okay. For now, let's just set these down as markers. Oh no, that's not. Oh, darn. That's not the gap of 2 I was hoping for. These. Oh no, I can shift you. And okay, I do have my thankfully to work with. So if I take these two, move them as far as I can. At least a gap of 1. Okay, yeah, that's what I needed pretty much. There we go. Alright, so now I can take this, go like so. Alright. That. 7 fit nicely? Yes, it will. Not this way, though. I'll require fiber. Yeah. Okay, that's petroleum set up. Let's just drag this, let's just, no, no, we needing you there, so just go like that. And yeah, this will not be able to go. Like that. There we go. Let's increase this a little bit more. Okay, that's petroleum arranged. I may as well get heavy oil arranged too, just as already happened. So heavy oil, I'm gonna want to... Can I even squeeze it in there? Yes. There. That's more of a placeholder. Okay, heavy oil. You are here. So I could, yeah, go like this. Bring you across. Along here is going to be easier though. Unfortunately, the junction. Right, but that shouldn't. Yeah, okay, that's not actually a junction. Okay, so what I could do instead. I need to move this over. Ah, crap. Right. Well, that's why it's there. There we go. Alright, now I gotta get this pipe across. All this random bits of junk and debris that I've left lying around. Okay, you thankfully don't line up perfectly. Getting a bigger one. Oh, size bigger. Like a glove. Nope, you're an awkward length, unfortunately. Bump, bump, bump. Alright. Okay, that's heavy oil. Now part of the busing. So now I could actually no. Oh, okay. There's the problem. It wasn't quite connected right. Now it is. Where was this damage? I was distracted. Somewhere radar went down. Oh, it wasn't here for once. Where did that radar get got? Well, I think I found the culprits. Man, they're lining up an attack over there. I think that's more due to the artillery. Okay. So, cosmic water and petroleum. Should I reverse this? Because of the positioning of them. Okay. Green chips are about to run out. We have to send up a new green chip rocket soon. There it is again. Oh, that's probably just a reprisal from blasting that base. What do you mean cannot connect systems with different fluids? There we go. Go. Alright, that's chemical gel set up. Alright, and then this will go side by side along with... suffering a water shortage. Is water not being delivered at the moment? What happened to water? It's got the barrels. Did I? Oh, I think, let's see, where... No, your signal is active. Why are you turned off? Let me check these things. Here's the information check. Oh, no, wait, hang on, wrong signal here. Condition, yeah. You're outputting. Oh, they are not receiving the information signal. But you're on. Why? Oh, electricity. There's not enough electricity. That's what's going on here. And I don't have solar panels with me to expand the power grid. So that's what's happening. Maybe if I get rid of you, it'll alleviate the load a bit. Accumulator charges running up again. Okay, yeah, here we go. Now deliveries are happening again. Alright, I need to also do something about the power up here. Because I can slap these down, but then yeah, if the signals are turned off, nothing's going to get delivered. Alright. Okay, so that's chemical gel and the other stuff set up. Question is, am I gonna need lubricant for other things? Let me just double check. Do I need it for... Yeah, right. As of right now, lubricant is only... Yeah, not used for anything else. Okay, okay, okay. I'm getting... Okay, I'm moving up along. So yeah, so now I've got chemical gel set up, which will have... At some point, we'll then plug into... yeah, thermo fluid. What's the next part, the component I should get? Seriously? Where the frag are they coming from? There's another biter base. I think it's there? Oh, that's the forest. Where did they come from? Alright, I'm really confused. Where did the biters that attacked that come from? Where are they headed? They did. Here's the thing. They didn't attack the wall, so they attacked it because they were heading up. But there's nothing from up here that's spraying the pollution cloud over there. What's triggering those biters? And that's not them either. I have no clue where the attack's coming from. Or rather, where it came from. A mystery I'm gonna have to solve at some point. Let's wait on that for now. So yes, this is now making nice amount of chemical gel. Alright. Yeah, I'm prioritizing. So next thing I want to set up. Right, yeah, next up it'll probably be setting up blank data card production. So it's gonna start with these, which then leads to that, which leads over to that, which I guess I may as well, that's going to need to be plugged in somehow. I think I'm not going to get the point where I'm going to run into big electric issues. Okay, well, first things first. Let's launch myself another green chip rocket. Oh, I never put a space capsule in. Let's see if I put it. No, that belt's not gonna. I need it onto that belt. Darn, that's not gonna line up in any nice way. What I could do, however, is this. There. I'm just gonna start feeding them in. Oh, why it's not grabbing it? Alright, well, let's wait for... There we go. This will go up here, go through here, and immediately get shoved in here. There we go. And get you launched. There we go. Oh, this link here needs to be remade. Yeah, so next up will be machine data. I'm probably gonna have to return back to the ground soon just to stock up on some things I actually need. So let me just check something. Yeah, so I do need to do scrap handling, annoyingly. But considering the spacing I need, how I'm going to handle this, that's not going to be too bad. But I basically need to do an inverted bus belt just to get the scrap somewhere else. Yeah, inverted bus built up, and then just bring it to it's gonna be just the scrap handling or scrap launch facility rather. All right, so let me just check this recipe. So you produce at 1 every 5 seconds. You produce at 1 every 0.25 seconds. So to run at full speed, it's gonna take 2. Alright, let's first get our decontamination facility set up. Yeah. I just left two, honestly. Alright. Same idea as last time. Alright, let's see. Let's figure out the spacing for this. So I could do it like this, and then I need to have a gap of one in between, and I can just offload the scrap to the sides. And then it just, yeah. That'll work nicely, actually. Oh, I need more space assemblers. I was gonna grab something, but I've forgotten what. Oops. I was grabbing building. Alright, assemblers. I need to quickly grab something. There we go. Here. Here. And then put these two down here. I need to actually power it, but I'm going to worry about that later. Power is secondary, pretty much. Okay, so you create the rough substrate. I'm going to need some filters. Ah, no, that's not quite a big enough gap. Oops. In that case, I could just... Hang on, let me let me try something else. Okay, so these are not producing fluid, so I can just slap them next to each other, because what this does is polishing. Oh, hello. If I use chemical gel, no pollutants. I might do that just so I don't have to handle contaminated cosmic water. Like, yeah, it's nice that it's a recycling system, but no. Or I could just have chemical. What do you mean cannot? There's not different. Why does it think that's a different fluid? It's not. What? What the hell? Why? Why does it think that's not cosmic water? What the hell? Okay, I'm just gonna tear this down. There we go, finally. I need to actually reconnect the Petro. There. Okay. So yeah. I can go for the cosmic water version, or I could go for the chemical gel version and not have to deal with handling even more scrap in the contaminated cosmic water. So you know what? Let's go do that. Because then I only have to process the scrap from here. These glass and iron plates in. So I could do this and then do this. Essentially. Go and then just yes, that's gonna be the out, and that's gonna go in. Yeah, this should hopefully work nicely. So you extract the rough data storage. There we go. And you extract the scrap. There we go. I need to reposition those two. Darn. That's not gonna line up nicely, is it? No. That's gonna have to be from this side. There we go. Power. Let's actually consider power. Yeah, that'll power the majority of it. I'm just gonna put on the other side for the extraction. Yeah, that'll be fine. Alright. Oops. Slap down some power on the other end. There we go. Yeah, and now I do not need to do anything. Alright, and then this is going to lead into, because this is all about manufacturing the blank machine data chips. So I'm going up to this step here. So, let's see here. Let's compare this. So you take 2.5 seconds to craft. You take 10 seconds to craft. Okay, that's nice. Nice. But no, 4. 4 seconds. 8. So it's roughly 1 to 1, but not quite. Alright, first let's just get all of this nice and set up. Alright, let's, so what you need are glass and iron. So let's bring them up. Iron is here. There. And glass is here. Yeah. There we go. So now it's just needs this chemical gel, which yeah, I'm just gonna do like so. Alright, need to wait for these to finish crafting. Yeah, they've already produced some scrap too, but these are not yet meant to be operational. This is just, it's just meant to get set up. Oh, I'm already through half my air supply. It's the first time that's happened. Up and there, right? Yeah. And a 9 isn't quite the right length, but it shall do. There. There we go. Okay. That's that set up. This is coming along very nicely indeed. So now you get a space manufactory or two set up over here. Yeah, let's just have it. Yeah, gap of one. May as well, honestly. Like so. But let me check. What are the other requisite results? Advanced circuits and copper plates. It's 6 copper plates. So I'm going to put the advanced circuits and the polished data stores substrate together with the copper plates separate. So like so, hop, and hop. I need to bring the advanced circuitry up. And the copper plating up. Whoops. There. Whoops. Oh, well. Boom. What? Wait, oil jacks? Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dearie. Of course. There's a base somewhere over here. Or not? Where is it? It's not there. Where did that attack come from? No sign of it. What the? Where did they come from? Did they? Oh, hang on. That's a gap in the pollution. Interesting gap in the pollution cloud over there. No. Where did that attack even come from? The hell? Was the base that got spotted by the radars and then promptly smashed? Strange. Yeah, that lines up. What? Over there now. Okay, so you were there, so you came from here? How did you... Okay, seriously, where are they coming from? This is starting to really annoy me now. As far as I can tell, there's no bases under my pollution cloud. Where did it come from? There. This should spot it. There's a base out there somewhere and I need to find it because this is annoying. I guess it's you. Thing is, if that one got hit, yeah, that's the best culprit, I think. So let's explain the attack on the oil refinery, though. Where did that attack come from? Guess I have to figure it out at another point. Because I got other things to worry about in the moment. Of course. Of course it doesn't line up quite right. I mean, I guess I could just do this. Kinda defeats the purpose, but nah, fuck it. Okay, that's wolves. Good. Finally some wolves are getting hit again. I need more manufacturers. I was going to grab something, but I forgot what. Right, I was going to make more manufacturers. Oh boy. Oh, I need cosmic water. Damn it. Of course. So I'm gonna have to put this somewhere else. There. Okay. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, I'm out of big electric. Oh, I think it's time for me to. Oh, how bad is it to create them? I could just get some crafting up here. I mean, I've got all the bits and pieces for it right here. Yeah, lubricant, small electric. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna set up some local assembling of that. It's more, you know, kind of intend to be on the more temporary side of things. There. Okay. Small electric. Let's just wiggle this around. Oop, I deposited all my fast inserters. And slap down a chest. There we go. I should get the big electrics up and running for more building purposes. So let's get the rest of the slots filled in. Heat shields and low densities. Still need more low densities. There. Alright, now I just need to wait for the electric motors to finish. I need 32 total. No, 2 off, darn it. There we go. Alright, alright, alright. Yeah, so there's a water shortage because of the steel getting gunked up. Oh, alright, I need to get my insurgers back. There, and I'll put this down. And there we go. Alright, that's the chips. Or rather, yeah, the machine learning data, blank machine learning card set up. Alright. And this platform's already grown quite a bit. Okay, so if that's set up, the next thing I'm gonna need to start working towards, looking at this. Because these cards, they're gonna need to be used, you know, for all different kinds of science pack. Case in point. Alright, nice. So they're now a little bit faster. If we have anything I really want to grab, let's just get this one researched. Okay, so now, yeah, the scrap here is filling up, but I'm gonna fix that later. Let's just extend this a bit just to make it easier to see. Okay, yeah, this I can extend whenever. For now, I'm just gonna leave it as is. Alright, so that's those cards set up. So what should be the next thing for me to set up? Well, looking at things up here, the next thing to set up would be the machine learning data card. And the thing is, are there other machine learning data cards? Let me check the research. So let's see, if I look at this one, for example, you need beryllium plates. Yeah, you got significant data, which comes from here. Significant data, astrometric insight, blank data card. Spectral, blank data card, blank data card, blank data card. Yeah, so blank data cards, they will be necessary, so I will be adding. So they are going to get added to the bus. They are clearly going to be used in quite a few things that are important down the line. So let's get the bus grown and caught up. There. Extend this up by 4. Yeah, like that. Alright. And now I'll get the belts done. This is gonna bug me. That's not line up right. There, that's what I was doing wrong. Alright, there we go. Now I'm no longer gonna get bugged. Oops. Alright, there, grab you. Grab you. There. 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 Oh, whoops, I forgot them. This is definitely not going to be the most interesting stream that I've done so far, but this housekeeping was necessary to get things going. Because it's gonna make it much easier to get my space-based stuff running. Honestly, I probably don't need the majority of this anymore, but it's been grandfathered in at this point. Alright, and now for the fun thing. So, I have all the scrap. I'm gonna take you across. And you be traveling up for processing. And you will be traveling down for, well, further use. There we go. So I can bring this up so that I can have it work its way to the launch site so that I can process the scrap. There, let's have it go that far for now. Oh yeah, alright. This is looking, coming along nicely indeed. Think. So, what do I need to what should I really be doing next? So this can just, this is all just temporary testing, constructing, just to kind of get, layout set up so I can easily expand them down the line. So if that's set up, I guess it's just set up a bit more distance and start creating machine data. So I guess next up is establish space manufactories. That will require me to set up. Yeah, I do think the thermofluid I'm gonna build on site so that I can make these closed loops kind of things. Because once this is set up, it's just gonna keep going essentially. So the first thing was set up machine learning data. Then I gotta set up the other things. Which honestly, I should just, set up like their own little production lines, and then have them all feed. Okay, hang on. Yeah, I know how I'm gonna approach this. Let's start with creating the machine learning data. So I'm going to need myself another biochem facility. Glass. I require a bunch of pumps. A bunch of these. Yeah, definitely need to get some more power generation set up here. Constantly running out is no good. I need more low densities. Pumps are still a crafting. I need more glass. And pumps. There we go. Alright, this biochem facility. Next time I'm gonna, let's create 2 more pumps. And I do have a spare supercomputer lying around, but I will also now need to, because I don't think I can handcraft the thermal radiators. No. So let's get a thermal radiator going. Oh, you also need pumps. Fortunately, due to the power shortage, it's not being fired. So start to run out of resources. You need 4 pumps. How many of these? How many copper cabling? 200 copper cabling. Oof. Alright, that's just gonna need a moment. Alright, power's back. What was I looking for again? Something for that. No, right, it was the spare supercomputer. That was it. So first things first is I need to slap down the biochem facility to get the thermal fluid made. That essentially is going to lead to a pump like so, storage tank like so, and essentially you you are enabled if where is the thermal fluid? Yeah, it's just, you know, if warm, because the warm thermal fluid, it's gonna get warmed up through the process of, nope, nope, through the creating and machine learning data, it warms up the thermal fluid. Yeah, back up to that temperature. So yeah, just set up like this, and so you need to look for warm thermal fluid. Yeah, that one. You are enabled. 5,000. There we go. That'll prime it. And honestly, once it's up and running, I probably can just get rid of it. But may as well hold on to it in case I know I need to expand the system. Yes, there. 1/3. Okay, what the? Okay, where the hell are those attacks? Bye. Any other bases sighted? This one's starting to absorb pollution. There we go. There. Alright, so I need oil and the chemical jelly. Oil is going to belong here. Okay, so this will get this up. Also, yeah, funny thing, this section here I could just expand and turn into the normal size packs once I clean this area up. So that's actually kind of convenient. I'm also here's the thing, Vulcanite and Cryonite are right now only need for that. So yeah, so let's just do that on local. Bombing. Probably because it's a top-down thing where you have to defend your base from constant hordes of enemies. At least I have assumed. No, hang on. No, State of Decay is third person. Never mind. At least I think it is. There we go. Whoop. Yes, so chemical gel and that stuff needs to go in there. And now heavy. Hey, nope, not quite. Unfortunate. This will have to do. Oh, right, you need more than just that. Oh well, that's what this area up. That's why I purposely. I mean, I could also just feed it right in, honestly. So wait, sulfur. Where am I gonna get the sulfur from? Oh, there. Alright, well I got my cooler. Go set up the cooling reservoir. Alright, the nice thing is this leaves me actually some nice amount of space that I can right here put the stuff. Okay, so do I need, what else do I need Vulcanite and Cryonite for? Do I need that for anything else at the moment? What else uses cryonite and vulcanite? Is it gonna be worthwhile to set up a dedicated receiver for them? Probably. The thing is, I need to get sulfur in too. Okay, removing this. The control signal's active, so removing it won't mean that. That will kill this section off if I move the cannons over. So maybe I should set up something temporary instead. But you know what? I'm gonna leave that for next time. I can feel myself getting worn out. I'm gonna call it here. Made some good progress. The space platform is growing very nicely. Soon it'll be a nice and neat setting up things up in a nice and organized manner. So yeah, that's it for me for tonight. Hope you enjoyed. Hopefully till next time.